Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited that you are here with me tonight, today, whenever it is. If you're watching this, you are most likely somewhere on my team. My name is Julia Carty, and I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. And all that really means is that my team has helped me reach the top of the company. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But if you're here, most likely you have joined and you're thinking, maybe you're thinking about working the business, maybe you're just like, I really need to get my products paid for, or maybe you have even bigger goals. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and jump in. Let's see. Here we go. And I'm going to click it. Here we go. And we'll get started. So welcome to the team. And I'm so, again, just so glad that you're here. And we're just going to go over 5 simple steps to find success here in Plexus. Now, success can be defined as really whatever you want it to be. Here, this is my family. I just want to introduce you. I have 5 children. When I joined Plexus, I had 4, and that's a little bit about my story. I joined Plexus a little over 6 years ago. I had never heard the word gut health. I didn't know what a probiotic was, and my husband and I had made a promise to each other that we would never sell anything. We wanted nothing to do with what they call network marketing or social selling. So when a friend of mine started posting about Plexus, I really was just turned off. And maybe you felt the same way. Maybe you have found that unfollow button on Facebook. I found that button, and I really just started unfollowing anyone that sold anything. So I am coming from a place that I want to train you. I want to teach my team how not to be that annoying girl on social media, how not to hound your friends and message them. And I'm not going to ask you today to make a list of 100 people. That's not what we do here on our team. I want to teach you how to share these products that you love, that can change people's lives, that can help your friends and family feel their best in a real and authentic way. Because I'll tell you, when I joined 6 years ago, that's not really how a lot of people did it. Now, my friend cared a lot about me, and she gave me that ProBio 5 because she saw that my 2 youngest at the time had severe eczema. And I kind of rolled my eyes. Again, I had never heard of it. I didn't think it'd work. I actually kind of used it a couple of times and told her it didn't work. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably new. So I'm going to tell you, it takes more than just a couple of times for our products to work. Our products work from the inside out. So I like to tell people, commit to 60 to 90 days. And sometimes maybe a little longer because, sometimes our gut is really yucky and it takes even longer. But I didn't know that, so I just used it a couple times, said it didn't work. Now, fast forward about 8 months. So I watched my friends share Plexus, win cars, trips, make money, still was like, don't want anything to do with it. But my husband actually, he lost his job, and we kind of just hit rock bottom. He was trying to finish school, and that wasn't working out. I have a teaching degree, but I had 4 little ones. I really don't want to go back to teaching. So I went to breakfast with my friend Andrea, and I was like, how much money are you making with this Plexus gig? And she told me. She was Emerald or Sapphire at the time, and I about fell off my chair. I was like, oh my goodness, she's making this much money. And I knew in my mind, I had to kind of do our budget. If I could make $1,000 a month, I wouldn't have to go back to teaching, and I could be a stay-at-home mom. So I decided to give my kids that probiotic consistently. I tell people they were my guinea pigs. And sure enough, the products did what they told me they were going to do. It started clearing up their skin. Now, Plexus does not heal, but again, it works from the inside out. It gets to the root issues of things. And I could sit here all night and tell you about health testimonies of my mother, my husband, myself, my other children. But really, I want to focus on how I have built $1 million team, a big business, because a successful business, even after 6 years, because I truly think the things that I do are jewels, and we're going to talk about that, what that means, and just somebody that wants to get their products paid for. I feel like it's the same exact 5 steps. You just might do it a little bit more. So let's get started. So I love this quote because I do want to be very transparent with you. Today I will do what others won't. So tomorrow I can do what others can't. And really all that means is I know that there's a lot of people that don't want to put themselves out there. You don't want to be vulnerable. You don't like rejection. Nobody likes rejection. But this business, it's social selling. People ask me all the time, can you do this without posting on Facebook? Well, absolutely. I mean, it was done way before internet was even a thing, so, network marketing. However, it goes a lot faster and it's a lot easier. And I kind of like it because it kind of allows my friends and family to come to me. I don't have to go seek them out. I just simply put the information, I put the stories out there, and they get to come and ask me questions. And also, I'll be honest, right now I'm recording this at after this 10:18 at night. There's a lot of people who would rather be in bed, and I get that. Some nights I do, but sometimes it does take a little work. It takes staying up past. I have 5 kids now, so they're all asleep. Well, one's still in there playing, but sometimes it might take a little bit to make sure you get the things done, just so you can do the things later tomorrow that others can't. And this business has allowed my family to do things that we never thought we could do, to be debt free, to finish those student loans way before we thought we were going to. We've been able to adopt our 5th child without raising a penny of support because I have stayed up at night, sometimes like tonight, to do things like this, to train my team and to pour into them. So I don't want you to think this is a lottery. This isn't something like, oh my goodness, I'm going to post a couple of times on social media and I'm going to make millions. Absolutely not. But the beauty of the business is you get to work it as little or as much as you want. So if you don't know, you have joined the best team in Plexus. And I don't say that arrogantly. I simply say that to tell you that not only have I reached the top of the company, but my entire upline, and I just put 3 of my friends that joined under me, but actually there's many more up under me that have reached the diamond level. I like to put this screen up here. I want you to take a screenshot, take a picture of it with your phone, because I want you to find each of these ladies on social media and watch their story. Because another reason I love about Plexus is there's no cookie cutter diamond. There's no cookie cutter person that can find success. Jen Hawkins, she's one of our company's double diamonds. She just lost some weight with our products many years ago, and she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. She had her first little girl, and she wanted to stay at home. So she started sharing. Now, she shared with her good friend Celeste from college. Celeste was already a stay-at-home mom, and she lost some weight. People started noticing. She started sharing. And again, she's one of the company's there's only 3 double diamonds in the company right now. And 2 of them are in our, what we call an upline. Now, Celeste shared with her best friend, Roz. Now, Rosalind has become one of my dearest friends in the company, and she was working 3 jobs at the time. She was like, I'm too busy, Celeste, I can't do this. And I love that Celeste told her, because you're so busy, that's why you need this. Because we're going to talk about time frame. Remember that quote I just told you? You do some things right now so you can do things later that others can't. And Roz was able to quit all 3 jobs. She's debt free. Her son just went off to college. Her daughter's in a nice private school in Dallas. A real success story. She has a really neat story about her special needs son. So if you ever write her name down, go find her story on social media, and you'll really be impressed by it. Now, Rosalind shared with Andrea. Now, Andrea used to work for Roz. Andrea, remember how I told you my friend in Sunday school gave me a bottle of Probio 5? That's Andrea. And I see her picture's a little smushed. But Andrea was a stay-at-home mom. She's a special needs mom. She has 3 children about the same age as mine. We were at a play date. John and Lottie were playing, or Roman. And she fell in love with the products. Her whole family did. And y'all, that's how I found out about it. Andrea shared it with one of our pastor's wives, Ellen. Ellen's a pastor's wife in Dallas. She was working corporate America, not looking to be a stay-at-home mom, has 2 twins, but again, fell in love with the products, started sharing them, and found success. Who then shared it with our good friend Angie. Now, Angie and I met at a Dave Ramsey class. Do y'all see how the connection is this is how social selling works. Angie and I met a Dave Ramsey class at church. We bonded over not having money in our envelope. We kind of made fun of Andrea and Ellen. We all went to church together in a nice way. And she jumped in. She saw the vision before I did. And that's how I got started. And Angie has helped me every step of the way to find success. And then I shared it. Down here is Rebecca grew up with my husband, and she was a sorority sister of mine. Lindsay Russell, another sorority sister of mine, one of my best friends from college. And then Brandy Walker, who was our friend of our families, and I shared with her, and she's known my husband since he was a little boy. All three of them have reached the top of the company. And the way we did it are these 5 simple steps I'm about to share with you. All of us. It never really changes. Now, we might change the wording. We might change, things change after several years. But you can find success too. In fact, we just filmed Brandy's Diamond Doc. So it's not like we all went diamond 6 years ago. No, we're developing new successful women on our team every single month. Our team is growing. So I'm excited you are here. So let's jump into these 5 steps. So I'm going to explain a little bit. I want you, if you're writing down notes, just write down Plexus Worldwide compensation and look on YouTube, okay, on the Plexus Worldwide YouTube page, and look at the compensation video and watch it. It's going to explain, we get paid 11 different ways. We'd be here all night if I tried to go through it tonight. But I do want to say there is a fast start, and you can take a picture again with your phone and you'll have this. Another point of Plexus I love is that it is turnkey. If you join like me, I joined and I didn't have money for the welcome back. So I joined and I knew I had to have a paycheck the next Friday. You can get paid the next Friday and double bonuses. I have girls that joined in September that made well over, close to $1,000 just in their first month because of these bonuses. So don't hesitate if you're brand new and you really want to jump into the business, because there's a lot of perks in that. This is another little slide. You can take a picture with your phone. It just tells you the monthly, and this is monthly, average income of every rank. So you'll hear me say ranks. These are the different ranks. You start at silver and you can end at diamond, and you actually can go around and do double diamond. So you can see the diamond pay. I tell people I'm a diamond and I make more in 1 month than I made in an entire year when I taught at public school. That is insane. All while helping my friends and family get healthy and feel their best. Another point I love about Plexus is you can see a lot of people join like I did, and they just want an extra $500,000 a month. You can do that at the second, third rank of the company. You don't have to be full-time Plexus. You don't have to be, a diamond driving a Lexus and going to Hawaii. No, you can if you want, but you can really supplement. What would an extra $500 a month do for your family? What would an extra $200 do for your budget? Maybe ballet lessons. Maybe you get to go on a date night that you can't fit in your budget. I love that Plexus, you can make turnkey money even at the beginning of the ranks. Okay, so now I am for real ready to jump into our 5 steps. So the first step for success is have written goals. I want you to write down, why are you here? Why are you watching this? Is it to make $1,000 a month? Is it to cover your products? I get it. This picture right here is my little girl. That's when we first started. She's about to turn 9 now. So yeah, it's been over 6 years. She's holding up Provide5. Remember, she had eczema. So I knew for us to stay consistent on these products, I had to cover them. And guys, I'll tell you, my first month, I was not only able to cover our first month products, we were able to cover our first month rent here in Mobile. I remember the first time when I opened up that paycheck, because I started crying because I knew that right then that the Lord was going to use this business for our family to provide for us. So whether your goal is to just pay for the products or maybe something bigger. This was actually something I made 6 years ago. After I paid for my products and paid for rent, I was like, okay, maybe I need to have bigger goals. So someone told me to make a dream board. Now, you don't have to make a dream board, but I do want you to write down, like, is it to pay off your student loans? Is it to take your kids to Disney? That was mine. Maybe you are motivated by the car or Hawaii. Nothing is too big or too small. I do want to share something. You'll see this picture right here. We are in an airport in Salt Lake City where I was able to fly my children, my 4 oldest, out to meet their baby brother. Adoption has always been a big desire of ours. We never knew really how we could afford it, and we were able to adopt without 2 years ago. He turns 2 next week, but we were able to adopt without raising a penny of support. Now, there's nothing wrong with raising support. I love buying the t-shirts. I love buying the things. However, it was such a blessing for that not to be a financial strain, and I'll tell strain for us. So, and I'll tell you, I have several women on my team that they don't want the cars. They don't know why, but adoption's on their heart. Maybe there's a ministry. Maybe there's anything. This could be a way to provide that for you or for a loved one. So I just want you to write down your goal. Again, no goal is too small. Write it down and send it to that person that you signed up under. What we call upline, or what we call your sponsor, and let them know. Say, hey, you know what? I would love to make enough money to cover my first month of products. You know what? I would love to make enough money to pay for my son's travel ball team, because we know it gets expensive. So have your written goals. Number 2, be a product of the product. Now you're here, you've joined, maybe you've been using these products for years and you just decided to join the business. Maybe you're like a lot of us, that you join and you haven't really used the products yet. And I'll tell you, it's really hard to sell something if you're not using them. So I want you to be committed to be consistent. Remember how I told you can't use it a couple days. You got to use it 60, 90 days. Okay. You can see right here, this getting started guide. We have getting started guide on every single combo. So if you haven't received one of those, ask your sponsor, ask on one of the team pages, and we'll get that to you. My biggest tip is drink your water. You should be drinking half your body weight in water every day. And also put that probiotic, put that BioCleanse by your toothbrush. I know it takes 21 days to create a habit. If you put it by your toothbrush, hopefully you're brushing your teeth every day, you will create that habit to take your products every single day. So be a product of the product. Number 3 is share with your friends. Now, I told you, I'm not going to ask you to write a long list of 100 people that you can start texting about Plexus. No. But I do think we all have people, we call them our warm market, who we love well, that we serve well, that they trust us, and where we have natural influence over, that we can tell them that we just got started. What I did when I first got started is I called my very best friends and my family and said, don't make fun of me. I'm about to start selling Plexus. That was just how it was. And some of them were like, oh, what is that? And they were like, oh, I want to buy. And they jumped in with me. Some of them was like, oh, I'll do the business with you. It was lots of fun. Some people, 6 years later, I have friends that still think I'm a little bit crazy. But I'll tell you, I just think everybody has those aunts, sisters, moms, grandmothers, somebody that will do this with you. Because we know by statistics that if you have an accountability partner, you will find better success with these products. If you have an accountability partner, even in the business, like, hey, come do this with me and let's see if we can make a couple $100 a month, you will have better success. I think about people. I always tell people, this is not the person that you haven't talked to since 2nd grade. No, we don't want to reach out to them. We want to talk to that good friend of yours that you go to lunch with anyway. And when you go to lunch with her this week, you mention, say, hey, guess what I started? I'm doing Plexus now. I just started taking a new probiotic. Have you taken a probiotic? Hey, why don't you come do this with me? You kind of have this sweet spot at the beginning to say, come do this with me, then to come do this for me. So I want you to just, if you want to take a piece of paper, if you want to just jot it down on your phone, just people you can kind of talk to. Because remember that first rank silver, that's only 3 people. If you can find 3 people to do this with you, you can make an extra $200 bonus just that first 30 days. But I definitely want you to find that one buddy that will do this with you so you two can hold each other accountable for your success. Now, this is 3B. I did put a 3B. Share on social media. This is social selling. So I want you to go to those people. I always say, you don't want your sister and your mom and your best friend to find out that you're loving your pink drink on social media. That's very impersonal. You don't want to do that. You want to tell them. But then there's going to be people that are watching you. and they want to know your story. And remember, number 2 was be a product of the product. So many people, new people tell me, oh, I can't start sharing until I lose my 10 pounds. Or I want to see if I have any results before I start sharing. Guys, social media is about telling your story. And people want to know your story. So I'm going to challenge you to get on social media, take a personal picture, and I hate selfies. I'll be very frank with you. I don't like selfies, so I grab some kids and put them with me. And I want you to say, I'm so excited to get started on my new on some new supplements. My friend hasn't had a migraine in over 3 years. I hope it works for me. That makes sense? I'm not saying don't go lie and say I haven't had a migraine. If you're still having migraines because you haven't been on our products long enough, I'm so excited to get my little girl Lottie on some new products because my friend says that cleared up her eczema. Does anybody else have eczema out there? Have you ever tried any supplements? Does that make sense? I'm inviting them to be part of my story. I'm not saying come join my team. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm so excited to put my health first and start on a new health journey. That's all you could say. And then people are going to ask, oh, what are you doing? Well, what are you doing? So, and then you're able to answer, say, oh, I'm starting Plexus. Does that make sense? So I have some do's and don'ts. Now, if you've already posted on social media, don't fret, okay? Don't fret. But this, because I'll tell you, I did everything wrong at the beginning, and that's okay. But do post a personal picture. People want to see your face. They want to see your kid's face. They want to see your life. They don't want to be sold to. Do say things like, I'm excited about my new health journey. Kind of like I just said, I'm so excited about my new health journey. I mean, you can even take a picture. I'm looking for the box of Triplex right here. You can even take a picture of your Triplex. I'm so excited about my new journey. Okay. I want to help others, people feel better. Maybe you've been on the product and you're like, I feel great. I want to help my friends. I want to serve others by sharing. I'm looking for accountability partners. When I told you, maybe you're like, I don't have influence over anybody. Maybe you say, I'm looking for an accountability partner to help me stay healthy. Throw that on social media. What you don't want to do is post pictures of the products. You know, you don't want, I typically have products. You don't want to just post a picture of this and say, excited about my probiotic, because then you've answered all their questions. You want a sense of curiosity. Maybe just put the pills in your hand and say, I love my new probiotic. Somebody's going to say, oh, what brand do you use? Does that make sense? You want to create a story. We say, maybe don't say the name Plexus in your first few posts just because, and not because we're keeping it a secret, y'all. I proudly share Plexus, but I do think when people say, oh, what did you join? Or what are you doing? That just creates that conversation. And things like join my team, I'm so excited, join my team, like it just sounds salesy. And people are like, a lot of people are like, I don't want to be part of a team. Like for the longest time, I was like, I don't want to be a part of a team. But I do want my kids to feel better. I do want to sleep better, and I honestly could use a little bit of extra money. So you want to tell your story in a way that's not salesy. Number 4, learn as you share. Just like I always hear, oh, I can't share until I have a great testimony. I hear, well, I just need to learn more before I start sharing. Guys, you learn as you share. And remember, I told you joined the best team in Plexus. You really did, because we have trainings our team directly under me have trainings every Wednesday and Thursday. Every Wednesday we have a product training, and every Thursday we have a business training that you can invite potentials to, you can invite your friends to, you can get on and learn. Right here, Plexus Worldwide YouTube, you can just type that in and watch videos. I watch them as I cook dinner, as I wash dishes. Today I'm an Uber driver for my kids in the afternoon. I'm listening to podcasts. The Plexus sharing system, there's a new ambassador Plexus just Facebook page that corporate puts out. Corporate gives us so much great training. And then there's videos like this that we can send. There's also Diamond Docs. I love Diamond documentaries. Every time someone reaches the top of the company, corporate sends out a film crew and it tells a little bit of their stories. Listen to them. So just learn as you share and be committed. And this does not take a lot of time. Like I said, maybe think 20 minutes a day, or I'm going to listen to one training a day. What I did when I started, I picked one product a day. And there was like, I think 15 products at that time. And I don't think there's really that many more right now. And I just was like, okay, I want to learn everything I can about ProBio 5. And so when you go to the team pages, because hopefully you're part of Jewel Heist and some other team pages, you just type in ProBio 5 in the search bar and everything about ProBio 5 will come up. Or maybe you're like, I've heard about that Ease. Side note, Ease is like my favorite product. It helps inflammation. And it will bring up everything about Ease. Maybe you don't know what product, but you know your mom has lupus. My mom has lupus. You can type in lupus in that search bar on team pages and everything comes up. So there's just simple ways to always be learning. And then as you learn, you share. And to me, that's been the simplest way for me to really authentically share with my friends and family. I would watch like a Diamond doc. There's one, her name's Suzanne Clinton. She was a sorority girl. And I sent it to so many of my friends who were alpha gams with me in college and said, this could be us. Because it connected with people. When I read a story of a friend with, migraines, and my friend tells me, oh my goodness, I'm sick in bed with a migraine, I send her that story and I say, listen, I'm not trying to make money off of you, because I'm not. I saw this and I thought of you. Have you ever thought about trying, natural supplements to help you with your migraines? So there's just lots of advantages of just continuing to learn, and don't feel like you have to know it all before you share. And number 5, this is our simple steps to success, is take care of your customers. This is huge. And you might be like, I'm a brand new customer, I don't know how to, but we are right there with you. So these are just my 6 little steps, is say thank you. Always say thank you. Thank you for purchasing. Send them an email or text or a Facebook message with the directions. Remember, we have all those getting started graphics available for you. Put them on a calendar or a list. Make sure you know to make sure you're going to follow up with them. And tell them to let you know when they get their products in. And when they let you, and when they're like, okay, I finally got my products in, or, it's been 3 days and I got them in already, then send those directions again. That's something I've learned. Always just keep sending those directions. And then follow up weekly for the first 2 months. And when I say follow up, just say, how are you doing? How many ProBio 5s are you taking? How are you taking the pink drink? And just that way you can help troubleshoot with them and just encourage. You are their cheerleader. That's why I tell them, like Plexus, people ask me, what do you do in Plexus, Julia? I am a cheerleader. I give customer service and I cheer people on to their health goals and their business goals. And then you can send them info. And then remember, as you're learning, you can send them information constantly. Keep it simple. This is not hard. I tell everybody, you have to keep it simple. Keep it honest. We want to be authentic. We don't want to spam our friends and family. We simply just want to share our story and help them and keep it real. And that really is all I have. So I'm going to go over these 5 steps real quick. Know your why. Have your goals. Write down your goals. Be a product of the product. Share with your friends. Share your story on social media. Number 4, learn. Plug yourself into those trainings. Get on our Facebook page, our team pages, our Plexus Worldwide YouTube, and then give great customer service. And if you repeat those steps over and over, you will find success. And then remember, you define your success, whether it's paying for your products, making that extra $200, $500 a month, maybe to pay bills or give your child an extracurricular activity, or maybe it's like me, you want to make more in a month than you made in a year teaching. The sky's the limit with Plexus. And so we are so excited you're here to link arms with you. If you have any questions, get with that sponsor, ask on our team pages, and we will help you. So I hope y'all all have a great day. Bye, y'all.